certainly something only a demon would do. It was a necessary sacrifice in order to gain power.
A necessary sacrifice. What a vicious turn of phrase.
Indeed.
Still,
And I don't think I have room for a ring
to
like
see how it
Neon.
all turns out. If what you give is mere meat for a god's morbid lunch, could there be a more trivial sacrifice? But if the offering is one's own body and soul, even a single hair can be portentous. I wonder which he will have been in the end.
Damn, Magilu, you're just as cold as velvet sometimes. Maybe
Rokuro,
colder.
Kurogane, I just do not understand them. You saw them.
Ha!
Demons.
Nice.
We're crazy. Sure. But they go through life with such crystal clear sense of purpose. Even demons have things they're not willing to let go. Or do you think us mere animals, running around killing people left and right? I know. I understand demons still have a certain consciousness, but I look at those two and they seem passionate, like normal people. Well, I've yet to meet a human so passionate he'd chop his own head off. Do you have a purpose like they do? I do, in fact. Ever since Artorius used my brother as a sacrifice. Typical demon nonsense. The Abbey exists to protect the people. Yes, sometimes cold, painful decisions need to be made to protect the many. But they never stoop to human sacrifice. Besides,
You don't know Artorius, Eleanor.
as Shepherd, Artorius will cleanse the world of... If that's what you think, ask the precious Shepherd yourself. Ask him just what he did 3 years ago. He wouldn't. He'd never...
He did.
Rokuro wants to slay his brother, even if it kills him. And Kurogane had his own head lopped off just to forge powerful swords. How do those two find it in themselves to go so far?
It's just how they are. They're demons. Not exactly normal.
Yeah, it's scary. But I also kinda admire it. But me, I don't have anything I'm that desperate to accomplish.
Not yet, you mean. In time, you'll find something.
You really think so?
I
Almost
made my
certainly.
baby girl rar.
But don't feel you have to go and risk your life over it. You're not a demon, and you should stay that way. You deserve a normal life.
Okay.
But never mind. Just the foolish ramblings of a demon girl.
Unfortunately, though.
News! A group of praetors have left the docks and are headed this way! They said they were coming to purge Eleanor the traitor!
Purge?
In about 1,000
what do we
years,
do?
Laphicet does
We
become
take
a
them
demon.
head on. And you're fighting with us, Eleanor.
An order, I presume.
It is. Protect Laphicet and defeat the exorcists.
All right. I understand.
Just remember, if we lose Eleanor, Laphicet will turn into a demon.
I haven't forgotten. But we need to pool all the resources we have. She needs us for her own ends. And we'll use that to our advantage in this fight.
Just don't push your luck too far, Velvet.
And so recently was she a noble, upstanding young exorcist. How quickly one falls when entering Velvet's dark orbit.
Ask me if I care.
I knew this would be big. What a treasure!
What a treasure!
Show him how
I love how he says that. Yep. Well, hell, Edna's more or less the same. She's like equal but opposite. Oh. Thought I could go that way. For some reason. That looked weird to me. Oh, dang it.
Shall we be?
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Shigure!
Praetor Eleanor, you should be ashamed of yourself, cowering to demons.
Your collusion could spell disaster to the Abbey if left unchecked. The only possible atonement is your death.
Oh god. Luffy said already has insubstantiality? This one's for you, Blue. Oh, never mind, I screwed it up. Apparently.
Not good. Let's go! How's that? You're wide open! How's that?
Looks like you're gonna be put on ice.
Let's go! How's that?
You've betrayed the people and sullied Artorias' ideals.
I didn't betray anybody.
No, that's not... Velvet, she's testing me. I know I have to fight. My mission calls for it. But any more of this will kill them.
Time for you to die and be purged!
Eleanor!
I can't do it. I can't kill them.
I'm not done yet.
There. Now we're even, Eleanor.
You've got new swords! Sinister. I like it.
I take it you're ready.
Yeah. All that's left is to kill Shigure.
With me as a witness.
I... Keep on fighting like that, and you'll be killed. And if you get killed, Laphicet will lose his vessel. I know that.
Velvet, wait.
You're not going to kill them? I'm just not that hungry right now.
Nice excuse, Velvet.
I've got new orders for you. Fight the exorcists, but make sure they don't die. Understood.
That's true. Aizen's kind of Velvet's foil.
I guess that was as far as Eleanor could go.
I think so. Push her any further and she's bound to break.
Ever the virtuous exorcist.
That very virtue is what lets her be Laphicet's vessel. Besides, I can't help but admire her commitment. She's enduring total disgrace to accomplish her mission.
How uncommonly pleasant of you.
Pleasant folks don't use people the way we do.
Yeah, you've got that right.
That line was delivered so blunt and cold, and it's very Aizen in a very Aizen way.
Hey, Bienfu?
I love how an enemy aggroed and we're just sitting here talking
something
now.
that's on my mind.
I figured it was just about the time that you and I had the talk, actually.
Oh god.
I've seen it all, heard it all, and even tasted it all in my time as a Moloch. Ask me anything you want.
I doubt you've tasted it all,
Thanks.
Bienfu.
I was hoping you could let me borrow those books you were reading earlier, if that's okay.
You mean how to talk a human female into becoming your vessel, and how to get the cuties?
Hey! Keep it down! Keep it down!
He's
But
so
you and
embarrassed.
Eleanor have already formed a pact. Why do you still need either of those books?
Well, it's like when we're alone together, things get so awkward. It's hard to talk with her, you know?
That happens a lot with Malachiman vessels who are still new to the whole thing. I've been there. In that case, I've got an even better book for you.
Yeah, that's true.
Whoa, you read a lot of books.
I'm just an avid learner is all. Now let's see.
I halfway wonder
here
if
we go. Hot spring topics.
Velvet's what
Bearing
helped
your body
Eisen to
and
become
your soul.
a dragon in the first
Upfront
place.
And honest is always the best policy.
I don't think we'll be bathing in any hot springs together. Do you have anything else?
Foreshadowing.
All right, then how about after bath party games, dropping your defenses and your towels?
Why do you keep trying to get us naked? I think that would just make things even more awkward.
Picky. Tell you what, you can just look at my collection and pick whatever sounds good.
Love hacking, living long and loving hard, diary of a diary thief, hands speak louder than words.
All classics.
They all sound
I
like
remember
porn
reading
books.
them when Miss Magilu and I were struggling to get along. Oh, to be young again.
You ever think maybe things would have been easier if you never read these books?
Reading the mood, knowing what to say and how to say it. That one's a winner. A must
Yeah, but
read
being
for
around
sure.
Velvet's
Are you two
malevolence
reading
surely
something
couldn't have
together?
helped.
We are. Laffyset's been worried about that awkward distance between you two, and he came to me for some advice. I've heard his side of the story, so let's you and I grab some tea and talk
Oh,
about
poor
what to do
Laffyset.
about it. Come on, let's go.
Oh, okay.
Knowing what to say and how to say it. I don't think this will help either.
Urga. I don't need your pity, traitor. Urga. That's what happens when I don't try to read properly. Well, properly? That's not the right word. Yeah, I guess that would be the case as well. I love how Magilu does the Magicazam thing when she does her lighting the fires. Oh, catch chest.
Hey, Rokuro. Why did he call your storm howl a reject?
Well, you see, when blacksmiths make swords, they don't just make one at a time. They make a whole bunch. The best one of them all is the one that gets presented to the sword's commissioner, while the rest are tossed aside.
Huh. I didn't realize the standards were so high.
The head of my clan gets the real storm howl, and his siblings get the remainders.
So one is real, and the others are imitations?
I guess so. Shigure has the real one, and... yeah, guess that makes mine an imitation.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to imply...
Don't apologize. You got me to finally realize something. It might just be why I'm so hung up on beating him.
Oh.
And to Velvet, which Laffyset is real, and which is the imitation?
Damn it, Magilu.
What are you saying?
She means my name. It's the same as Velvet's brothers.
The one who went and got sacrificed by Artorias.
Surely you are mistaken. Our shepherd would never do such a thing.
But what else could make Velvet hate Artorias
Nice.
so much?
I don't... So you have a truth, and Velvet has a truth. Now which is the real one, and which is the imitation?
Damn it, Magilu! She's always trolling, and I love it. Magilu is really such a troll, I swear. Arr. Blink, blink, blonk, blonk, blap. Yup. Magicazam! Oh, lordy day. Hidantoka. Blink. Smash. Dikopo die. When I first played this game, I actually thought that the cat's souls were going to be in a finite amount, not infinite. You know what I mean? Magica Smash! You got that right. You know, it's funny, because I kind of didn't like Magilu at first. Like, yeah, she was amusing, but then, I don't know, there's something about it, man. She started to grow on me rapidly. I better not let someone's OCD kick in. There we go. Because I left a singular soul. It's just like sitting there. Like, go back and get that one!
You and Shigure both use the Rangetsu style. But to me, it looked like you both fight completely differently. Why is that?
Well, it's die or
Our
be
school
killed.
encompasses two distinct forms. To the outside world, we're known for fighting with a single greatsword. But we also study dual short swords should need arise.
So, Shigure uses the greatsword, and you use the short.
In most schools, wouldn't the secondary technique be used primarily in support of the first?
That's true for us as well. We learn the dual short swords to provide sparring partners for those studying the greatsword.
Then why would you handicap yourself against Lord Shigure? He's no mere swordsman.
As I'm painfully aware, Shigure is a true master. We trained together since we were small children. I was his sparring partner for 10 years. His skill with the greatsword is godlike. So, in order to beat him, I took up the short blades. To our school, it might be secondary, but it's what I know best.
You're badly disadvantaged in reach.
If I eliminate my fear, I have a chance. If I can control the terror of being split in half and I can step inside his guard, he'll have 2 times the trouble.
Eliminating fear, huh? The style for someone who's lost his humanity.
Right?
It's like you two brothers are the very swords you carry.
Huh?
Stormhowl, a godlike sword known to all as the strongest there ever was. Stormquell, burdened by the ceaseless struggle to best the other. One, an exorcist who walks in the light. One, a demon moving through the shadows. The only thing these two polar opposites want
Is to cut down the other.
Precisely!
Both are renowned blades. But I don't see what exorcists and demons have to do with it.
Eleanor, you're cute and naive and all, but come on, you're not that daft. Demons are the polar opposite of exorcists, because exorcists are there to quell the demons. It's a very apt freaking analogy, and Eleanor just whooshed. Right over her head. And that's why I like Eleanor. She's weirdly adorable. Die or be killed! Tranquilo. I remember this fight when I actually played through the first time. It was actually kind of rough.
There they are.
Which must mean they took out every one of the exorcists who went after them.
Hey, I told them not to bother. Now how did that sword of yours turn out? Fine. I'll find out myself.
Rokuro, we can handle the exorcists. Go and find your victory.
Thanks.
All right. Let's get down to business.
Let's get down to
Don't
business.
die too quickly on me. I want this to be fun. Come on, bro. Don't hold back. Shut up. Don't play games with me.
No mercy! Wounds that won't heal. Here, please! You wronged me!
Here's your justice. Binding order.
Now, with a single breath, they appear! Here they come! There's no stopping them now! Good?
Not bad at all. But I'm not done yet! You put up a good fight, I'll give you that. But you're a frickin' demon. Shouldn't you bring more to the table than pretty damn good Rangetsu style? You don't have what it takes to win against the rightful heir.
Don't count me out. Just yet. I've got something to show you!
This is kind of a painful scene to watch. Ha!
Take this!
Now that was clever! Giving up one of your own hands to go for my neck. If I was just a second slower, I'd be dead now. I like it. This is what I've been looking for. All right, let's call it good here. Listen up! If y'all want any hope of beating me, come find me once you're more skilled and better armed.
I'll cut you down. No matter how many times I lose. No matter how many years it takes.
Oh, well, now that I think about it, there's no way Rokuro could have been in Titania for 500 years.
I'm looking for. So
There's
vicious.
no way at
It's
all.
Perfect.
Because that would mean he would be 500 years older than Shigure, give or take.
What
And
is
Shigure's
wrong
obviously
with
not
him?
500 plus.
Shouldn't you be worrying more about your own skin? The entire Abbey knows by now that you're a traitor.
That guy, he was really strong.
Yeah, he was. They all are.
But we will beat him if we must. No matter what it takes.
The Von Eltius here.
Perfect timing, as always.
Let's get going.
Please, take me with you. I'll make a sword that surpasses Stormhowl yet. I know I will. But for another blade to beat Stormhowl, its wielder must be a swordsman of unmatched skill.
Hey, Eisen. Got any room on this pile of wood scrap for a suit of armor?
If not, make someone wear it.
Works for me. You heard him, Kurogane.
Many thanks.
Okay, we're off to find Grimoire and decipher the book. You know where we're going, right, kiddo?
Yeah. We're headed for the Isolde Archipelago in Southgand.
Nice.
Its demon hand. It's such a mysterious weapon. I can only imagine how much of a threat it will become to the Abbey. This calls for a clear-headed breakdown of everything I know about it so far. It changes shape in a flash and could devour most anything. How must that feel, to devour something with your hand like that? But it doesn't devour the bandages that cover it up. Maybe they're protected with some sort of special art? Likewise, the rest of her outfit can't be ignored. One would think she wouldn't want to wear such ragged clothing, yet she clearly has no inclination of buying something new. I suppose that could be taken to mean she has some sort of attachment to it. But that top is really big for her. Like it was made for a man. Maybe she wears that outfit in memory of someone important to her. I'd better not touch it then. I know I may not look it, but I really am good at sewing. Maybe I should suggest mending her clothes rather than outright replacing them. On the other hand, that fabric looks like it would be hard to push a needle through. I could be in over my head. But the tougher the fight, the more I get fired up. Of course, Lord Artorias would probably scold me if he heard me talking like that.
Who'd scold you for what now?
Oh, well, I was thinking about sewing. I mean, your clothes, they're all beat up, and I thought that if I offered to mend them for you, you'd probably scold me. Wouldn't you?
You'd mend my clothes? Have they been worrying you that much?
I mean, not like constantly or anything. It just crosses my mind from time to time.
Are you good at it?
Yes. I'm told I come across as awkward sometimes, but if nothing else, I'm good with my hands.
I see. All right, if I ever need it done, I'll come to you.
Good, just leave it to me.
Are you feeling all right? You're really sweating. The heat and the cold doesn't bother me at all. But you're a human,
I
so
think
you need
Eleanor's
to
too
take care
busy
of
looking at
yourself.
Velvet's chest.
And if you keep soaking in your own sweat, you'll catch a cold. Besides, I don't imagine it feels that great. You should keep washing and bathing on your own schedule, like however you did before falling in with us. Just let me know and I'll make it work. Because the guys aren't considerate enough to stop and ask you if you need to.
Sure. All right. Thanks. That was a surprisingly normal thing for her to say. I probably shouldn't bother with her clothes for now. We girls have to be considerate of each other.
Scout ship.
It sounded like you said scout shit.
So, you guys made it. Whatever happened to that sword breaker?
He's been dealt with.
What are you doing here?
After everything you said to me, I had a change of heart. I quit banditry. Thank you.
I'm glad you listened to reason. What do you plan on doing from here on out?
I'm heading to
There's
the
a
capital.
good camera angle.
I plan on opening a restaurant for bandit cuisine.
Bandit cuisine?
Yeah, you get your
That's an
hands
even
on all
better one.
sorts of food as a bandit. You gotta use what you have, and still make a tasty meal. Like a wild mushroom omelet minus the eggs. Or highwayman's stew. It's like a hunter's stew, but, you know, made by bandits.
That sounds somewhat improper, actually. But I'd still love to visit after you open.
Really? All right. I'll be an upright citizen in no time. Maybe even the kind of man you'd consider spending some time with.
I'm rooting for you.
Hey, were you actually listening to him?
Of course I was. It's wonderful he's turned over a new leaf.
I love how Eleanor just ignored that part. Guess I can't get over there yet. Oh wait, no I can. It's just finding the way. For pointless gold. Pointlessly filling my inventory pointlessly. And I guess I pointlessly pointed out that it was pointlessly filling my inventory pointlessly, huh?
Hey, you there. That's one impressive sword you got.
You know a lot about swords?
I'm a novice swordsmith. Been at it for 20 years. Now, I'm finally able to make a blade worthy of the name.
20 years? And still just a novice?
Yeah, no.
Competitive world out there for a swordsmith. Especially here on this island.
But I heard many swordsmiths have given up. There's
and it's
less
like
ore
3
around
days
nowadays,
till
and swords don't work against the
5.1 drops.
demons.
True,
or no,
swords
4
are
days.
useless against demons.
On 14.
Unless it's an exorcist that's using them. Kadnik's weaponry has always been prized in Midgand. The Abbey recognized our talents, and now, business is booming. All the smiths here are grateful to the Abbey. They're keeping all of us alive and fed.
Some of those conversations seem rather pointless. But I guess it is a way to trick you into talking to every NPC like you should be doing anyway, but...
Eisen, I thought you were supposed to be in Midgand. How did you end up here in Islegand? I thought I'd gotten used to you performing the impossible, but this time, I'm at a loss for words. We heard from the Bloodwings that the Abbey might have taken you guys out.
Not this time, but our luck won't last forever. Think of this as a dry run for when I really kick the bucket.
Aye, aye, First Mate. More importantly, are you sure it's okay to bring an exorcist aboard?
I've got my eye on her. If she does anything funny, I'll handle it.
Got it! We'll be on our guard, too.
Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and stop for now. I didn't really intend on streaming very long today anyway. And I think this is a good stopping point. So on that note, guys, take it easy and thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Hope you all have a good night. See you soon, everyone. Take care.